It's me, LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy, reading The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. I'm trying to get this done in the morning. It's the best because then we can set our day with, but here it is, afternoon reading. Doesn't matter. It all lines up. Doesn't matter even if we're on the wrong day, whatever. It's all going to influence in some way. So it is what it is, right? And I'm not going to try to control it. This is when I have time to do it. So here we go. Did I say reading this? Me, LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy. Read The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. And no mistake, letting go. July 27th. The first line. I don't read these before I read them with you. Stop trying so hard to control things. Man, I've expressed this in other videos, but like life happens and I'm a human and something will trip me up and I can realize I'm trying to control something, but I still keep trying. I can realize it and want to stop, but sometimes I can't help but try to still control the situation, depending on how much anxiety and stress the situation is causing me and how much I'm in my head and not in my heart and how much I'm reaching out and how much I'm using all my tools. So my point is that still, even though I have learned so much, I still catch myself trying to control situations. But I'll tell you, when I come through it and then learn the lessons, whatever the situation is bringing to me, then I get to have days like today where I'm fully able to totally let go and not control anything and totally let it flow and just go with the vibe and go with the flow. And man, is it ever a more peaceful, more joyful, more kind of day. It's wow, look at this just happened, or wow, look at what just happened there, or oh, this is so cool, and wow, that happened, and I'm okay. And it's so letting go and letting go in general, and then letting go of control is a way better way to live, I from my personal experience. So stop trying so hard to control things. It is not our job to control people, outcomes, circumstances, life. And just in case you don't know, control is very subtle. The way we control things, I explained it. I didn't think it just my last video. I was at the grocery store, and the first time I recognized I tried to control the situation, and it was just the way I was checking out at the Costco, and something had happened, and I was like, no, it should go like this, or maybe we need. And I got hyper vigilant about how the process was going, and it was after that where I was like, oh my God, I just tried to control that situation. So control is very subtle. It's not when I'm talking about it in all these videos, it's not like a strong, really obvious way of controlling things. I'm not going to think of an example of that right now, but it's a subtle thing. I had a tough conversation with someone in my work today, and when I left, this is a way that we think we're in control, because we're not in control of anything. And no matter how much we try to control, we're never in control. But in my head, replaying, if you're in your head and replaying, oh, that maybe I should have said. Anytime you're I should have said that, or maybe I wonder if it would have went better if you're in your head about that, then you're mentally trying to control the situation. It's about trying to make and if you're expecting a certain outcome, and then your behaviors are attuned to that specific outcome, that can be a way of trying to control something too. So it's a very sneaky little thing, this control thing, and we all have a little bit of it. I've said that multiple times. So if you think you're not a control person, if you don't use control, I challenge you, I invite you to look a little deeper. Okay, so it is not our job to control people, outcomes, circumstances, or life. Maybe in the past we couldn't trust and let things happen. So again, that's why I say we all have it. This is all stems from childhood. It was a survival mechanism at one point, but we don't need it anymore, and it doesn't serve us anymore. It did serve us at one time. All coping mechanisms at some time it served, but then that coping mechanism starts to take over, and yeah. So time to let it go. So maybe in the past we couldn't trust and let things happen, but we can now. The way life is unfolding is good. Let it unfold. It's all good. Everything, even if it feels like the worst thing in the world is happening to you right now, my personal experience and what I've learned, Everything, even that worst possible thing happening to you right now, is actually happening for your higher good. And what we say to ourselves matters. I was with a client today, and I was coaching him through the massage on how to like do things like breathe and let go and internal dialogue. And I was talking to him. I said it matters so much what we're saying to ourselves. So if you are going through the worst thing in your life, if you can over and over and over say, something in this is happening for my higher good. 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 This is good thing. There's something good is going to come of this. Something good is going to come of this. Like if you can start to believe that, and again, remember, our belief is just a thought that we've thought over and over and over till it becomes a belief. So if you can think that, watch out, man. Watch how life will just like all of a sudden be like, change dramatically into this like childlike awe and wonder for everything unfolding in front of you. So maybe in the past we could, I read that. Let it unfold. Stop trying so hard to do better, and be more. If you're trying to be better, then you're not thinking you're okay as you are right now. I gotta be better. I was totally like that. I had to like have the best grades in school, and I had to do the best job at the restaurant I worked at, and I wanted to be better and better. But what that is feeding is a fear that I'm not good enough as I am, and the job I just did is not good enough, or what I do, But the good news is that now that I've like retracted on that, even when I only give like 90% or 80% to my life, I'm still, going way above the bar. So everything happens for a reason. There's higher good in every situation. Okay, stop trying so hard to do better, be more. Who we are and the way we do things is good enough for today. Who we were and the way we did things yesterday was good enough for that day. Like I said, all things happening for good reasons. So yeah, let me say that again. So stop trying so hard to do better, or be more. Who we are and the way we do things is good enough for today. Who we were yesterday and the way we did things yesterday was good enough for that day too. Let it go. It's done. Ease up on ourselves. Oh, Lisa, would you please be gentle on yourself? My friends are constantly saying to me, because I'm so hard on myself, so hard. Still, it's way better than it was, but I'm still very hard on myself at times. It used to be all the time. Now it's at times. But they say, God, Lisa, just be gentle on yourself, please. And I remember at first, I'd heard that so many times, and then finally I was like, what do you mean by that? I had to ask someone, what do you mean by that? How do I do that? Tell me how to do that. Because I've been hearing it all my life going, yeah. Anytime someone says to you, yeah, it means they're not really in it. So yeah, I had to ask, what do you mean by that? Like, tell me what to do. And they were like, it's okay. Like, tell yourself it's okay. You're human. I was talking about this dental experience I had yesterday. So finally, even today, I was able to like ease up on myself. I was able to be gentle on myself and say, I made the best choice 15 years ago. I made the best choice I could in that moment. Of course, looking back, I'm like, I should have done this or shouldn't have done that. But that's hindsight. Hindsight is very much clearer than in the moment, right? We live life in the moment and understand it in hindsight. So, ease up on ourselves was the point of that little share there. Let go. Stop trying so hard. If you squeeze something, it's so hard and you're trying to grasp it, the more you squeeze it, it's going to just pop. Just let it go. That's a good exercise even to do with yourself. Like feel your hand, feel your fingers as you squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and you're trying so hard to control the situation and trying so hard to be better and da. Now let your hand go. Feel it? Go into your hand. All of a sudden there's like tingling and flow, like literally, right? Like that's what we need in our life. Like it just is better. It's like free. So ease up on ourselves, let go, and stop trying so hard. All right, here's your prayer for today. Today I will let go. I will stop trying to control everything. I will stop trying to make myself be and do better. And I will let myself be as you are right now in this moment. All good things are here. All good things are coming. All good things are happening for higher good. Letting it go. Thanks for watching. Love you all.